Hi Arun, hi.
Hi,
Hi. Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing?
I'm good, bro. What's up?
All good. Thank you so much for doing this with us. So we have a lot of people joining, and uh, I think lots of things to chat about, lots of things to ask you, and we all know you've been a wicketkeeper batsman, and you've played for a few years with CSK. You were with RCB as well, and we've all heard about different stories. Your last ball six with RCB as well. So just wanted to ask you a lot of things. Let me start with your cricket journey. I mean, how did you get into cricket first, so that all our viewers get an idea?
Uh, my cricket journey is as usual how every cricketer starts. It's from my school. Cricket has been my passion since when the 1996 World Cup, and then when Sachin played that tremendous innings at Sharjah. So that's how I started liking cricket, and that's how I started
Right.
playing cricket, and it's been the same love since then. Yeah, and I started playing from my school days, and then went on to play represent my district, and then went on to play under 19 state, and then that's how all started, and it's going on. Then I went on to play Ranji Trophy for Tamil Nadu, and then the IPL
Sure.
came
Yeah.
along, and then CSK and then RCB, and then yeah, that's how the journey has been going good.
Perfect. Perfect. So tell us
Yeah.
about a few things about the time when you started as a cricketer. Some struggles, some challenges you faced to start your career when in those back 10 years ago or 15 years ago when you must have started.
I mean, cricket is completely different now, if I could say, because the exposure was not there, the direction was not there. You never know where you're going. The support from your family, support from the people around you, the coaches, even the coaches didn't have the direction like where you need to practice, what you
Correct.
need to practice, how you need to practice, how hard you need to practice, how smart you need to practice, all those things. It's completely different from what it is now.
Hmm.
Right now, you have media, you have social media, you have so many things, so many people coming out, so many cricketers coming out and talking what the mindset should be, or what a cricketer should think, what a cricketer should eat, what a cricketer should, how long you should practice. So all those things, it's completely different from what it was those days, and it's good. It's good. It's developing. It's a lot of innovations are happening in
Hmm.
cricket right now. And struggle wise, every cricketer goes through all kind of struggles, because you need to understand the game. You need to sit with your family and tell them that you have such a passion, and make them believe that you can do something out of cricket,
Right.
especially coming from a South Indian family. It's very difficult. You are always you have to study, you have to get your degree done, and then you can play your cricket. That's how it is. Fortunately, my family, they supported me, and they let me go, let me do whatever
Correct.
I wanted. They believed in me, so that's very important.
That's a major help when your family believes in what you do, supports positively, you get a huge boost for your career as a cricketer, especially. I think we have a lot of people joining in. All of them are fans. Uh, hello, this Abhinav is saying hello, KB. Hope all good at your end.
And
Definitely an inspiration to many.
yeah,
Uh,
he's also in cricketer. He's been part of the TNPL, and he was the dead bowler for CSK this year. He
okay.
went to
Wow.
by yeah, he's a wonderful leg spinner, upcoming cricketer. He's very good.
Awesome. Awesome.
And
So KB, let me ask you about uh, how your journey has been as a wicketkeeper batsman. I mean, what you learned as a batsman as well as being a wicketkeeper, how hard it is. Tell us something about that.
Uh, to your surprise, I was a leg spinner till my under 19 days.
Correct.
I played as a leg spinner for Tamil Nadu in the under 19.
Yes.
Later on, became a batsman, and then wicket keeping came as a surprise in
Mm-hmm.
one of my league matches in Chennai. Chennai league is very famous, and in one of those league matches, I was the captain of a team, and Dinesh Karthik was supposed to be the wicket keeper. He batted long and he got 100 or something, and he got injured. So he said he can't keep.
Okay.
So I had to take up wicket keeping. I took his gloves and went started keeping that game. And fortunately, I was doing really well because I was a decent fielder. So
Mm-hmm.
wicket keeping was I started keeping like as a fielder, you don't have anything, any protection. Now they have given you gloves and
Right.
all things, and I felt that it's very easy. So that's how it started. And from then I went to RCB camp, and then in one of the practice games, they didn't have a wicket keeper to one the opposite
Got
side.
it.
Anil Kumble sir asked me, is there any other wicket keeper? And he saw wicket keeping gloves in my kit bag and asked me whether, oh, are you a keeper? I didn't have. I said, yeah, why not? Why not? If given an opportunity, why not? I keep wicket. So I kept and did well. So that's how it all started.
Got
That's
it.
how the wicket keeping is very very tough. To be
Yeah.
frank, wicket keeping is very very tough, and you need to enjoy wicket keeping because all the time you're there in the game. Your concentration level has to be there, switched on from ball one to the ball last ball is bowled. And very very important thing about wicket keeping is, especially in the longer format, it's very very important because your body tends to get
Correct.
fatigued and your muscles get weak. So you need to train different types of muscles for wicket keepers. You need to squat. You
Right.
need to keep squatting a lot. So that's very very important. As a wicket keeper, you need to train differently from others. That's what
Okay.
I feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or else there's chances of getting injured. There's a high chances of getting injured. So
Correct. Correct.
wicket
Because
keeping is
you
a
correct. You are actually there for every single ball throughout the entire match, and when it's long form one day cricket, that's all the more tough. That's
yeah,
right.
one day and test cricket. It's especially the longer the format, it becomes very very tough. Until or unless you enjoy the game, it becomes very very very
Right.
very tough.
Right. Right. KB, let me ask you about your Ranji debut, where you scored 149, and
Yeah.
how were you able to pull that off on the very first match? What was the mindset? Uh, did you prepare that much? How was it? Just tell us about a little bit about your debut.
So my debut was against Karnataka in Chinnaswamy Stadium, one of my favorite grounds in India. So it all happened. Murli Vijay got a call for the Indian team. He
Hmm.
made his debut against Australia. So that is how I got an opportunity as an opener.
Okay.
So what happened was, my mindset was always positive. I had a lot of runs behind me coming into the Ranji squad. I scored a lot of runs in the league games in Chennai and all the other selection games, and I was pretty confident about my putting up a good show.
Hmm.
And Karnataka was a very good side. They had all the great fast bowlers. I mean, Vinay Kumar was there, and all the fast bowlers were there, and even Sunil Joshi was there, the current Indian team selector. He was also there. So that was challenging, and I was very eager to perform in the challenge because I
Correct.
know I can perform. I know I prepared myself well. So I was very very eager to do well. And the team was also struggling somewhere. Like we were some 60, 70 for three odd runs, and we had to stitch up a partnership. And then I knew I had to do it for the team, and that's how it all happened. I was very much very positive.
That was very, very impressive, scoring 149 in the on the first match. I think it must have been a really great match, great performance. And when we a lot of people in the session are joining and asking about your uh, RCB experience, uh, and even uh, Royal Navgan is asking you about Thala Dhoni. Uh, so, would you like to say something about both of these things?
Uh, Firstly, RCB is a brilliant team. I mean, when I was there, the atmosphere was very relaxed. Chris Gayle was there. Virat was just coming up. He was just becoming an legend.
Hmm.
What he is now. Daniel Vittori, AP de Villiers, all these legendary cricketers were there.
Correct.
So very uh, positive side, and then very relaxed side. I mean, Daniel Vittori was the captain, and he was such a calm character to have as a captain,
Hmm.
because he doesn't express much. I mean, he doesn't like goes on to tell
Got
much,
it.
but he gets the best out of you. So that's one. And Virat was just getting into fitness at that time, and he was just
Correct.
becoming transforming himself as an fitness guru, whatever you call. So so that year was very good. 2011,
Hmm.
12, 13,
Hmm.
3 years were very good. We did really well. We did qualify for the IPL finals, and then the Champions League finals. So it was very good. And yeah, CSK again, coming to CSK. CSK is completely different setup, because RCB is all about flair, and then we had that what do you say, that
Yeah,
charming this thing. CSK is
uplifting vibe.
completely
Yeah.
different. It's kind of a extension of your home. So we had Tala was very calm and relaxed, and I don't have to tell much about Tala, because
Right.
everybody knows him and how cool he is. And
How is the
that
environment
was
different, but in Chennai, as compared to RCB?
not much, but I would say Chennai was much close to my heart, because I belong to the same place. But uh, Chennai was like, what do you say? They don't care much about the results.
Hmm.
Whatever happens outside, inside the ground, they don't discuss much outside the
Outside.
ground.
Got
They
it.
they just like to keep low profile outside the ground. They don't like, and the fans love it.
Hmm.
Fans love the players. They recognize any small player also. They recognize you. They appreciate you. They enjoy your success. So that's about Chennai, and RCB is also equally the same. I mean,
Correct.
the fans support, and then the what do you call? It's kind of an India Pakistan thing with RCB and Chennai. I've seen both sides,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I've seen
Definitely.
both sides.
Awesome. One of the very famous stories we all have heard and even watched is your last ball six in the Champions League, and uh, I was just reading and actually watching watching the match's highlights, and uh, and we also understand that the team was in a lot of pressure. So how did you handle that, and how difficult it is to be confident and believe in yourself when you have such a situation in front of you?
Uh, yeah, I mean, that was my fourth year of IPL. So before that, I had played only couple of games. One game for CSK and one game for RCB. So I was very very keen on doing well in this kind of league or this kind of level. I wanted to do something because it's been 4 years. I just played couple of games, so I wanted that opportunity. I created that. I would say
Correct.
I created that opportunity with lots of. I did lots of work. I trained well. I batted really well. I visualized things really
Hmm.
well
Hmm.
to like handling the situation positively and uh, handling the situation with ease. So calming the
Correct.
situation, getting the calmness. So all these things I visualized and it all happened. It all happened
Hmm.
in that moment, I should say.
Correct. You
And
had trained for it.
at
You
last,
you had seen it for a longer time, to be in that situation and perform for the team.
exactly. Because whenever you go into an IPL match or something, you tend to get tensed.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
tend to get that anxiety. So I worked all of those things. And it just happened. It just happened. The spark, it just happened. And yeah, it was a very very important situation for the
Hmm.
team, but good that I could pull it off at that kind of
Definitely.
time.
Definitely. We
Yeah.
have a question by Manish who's asking what keeps you motivating during the match.
Nah, nothing. I think more than motivation comes from inside. So
Hmm.
nothing outside.
Just the passion for the game.
Yeah, it's just your passion for the game. It's just getting better each and every day. That's very very
Correct.
important. You ask me. If you're better than what you were yesterday, if you have added something 1%, I think that is more than enough, and that's the motivation you need. It's not
Hmm.
like happening. It's a journey. It'll all happen.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
you just need to keep yourself motivated and give your best 100% each and every session, each and every day. That's how I think all big things
Right.
happen.
Right.
It's just small habits that make you.
Right. Right. So, Arun, tell us about some things you've observed being in the environment of legendary cricketers, coaches, people who have mentored you. Some practices, some habits, some things in the way they practice or play cricket. Things you've picked up.
Yeah, there are a lot of things I picked up. I mean, if I had to give you an example, I think their preparation is absolutely best. Because once I was with CSK, we had a game at 4 o'clock. So you know how the summers in Chennai are. I mean,
Right.
during the IPL, it's all happens in April, May. So it's very very hot at that time. Especially the 4 o'clock games are very very hot.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
usually I come early to the ground. Usually I come early to the ground and then do my routines early, and then one day the game one day before the game, I saw Matthew Hayden running in the ground by around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean,
Hmm. Hmm.
you can
Okay.
you can
Got it.
you can imagine how
Imagine.
hot it will be at 1 p.m. And then he was running, he was taking like around 10 laps around the Chepauk
Wow.
Stadium. So he was just preparing for the heat.
Hmm.
So it should not, like next day there's a game. He should
Correct.
not feel very hot and humid, and he should not give up. The I mean, give up
Correct.
because of
You
the
keep
heat.
yourself
He was
warmed up.
yeah, he was preparing. He was preparing for the heat. So I think
Hmm.
that kind of preparation. That's just one example. There's a
Lots of
lot of
others.
things all the greats do, how they prepare, how they prepare themselves. So
Right.
that's one preparation is one part I picked up. And second thing is this. all the cricketers, all the legendary players, they are also humans.
Right.
So I picked up that. They are not like they don't like, oh, they are
Superior.
legendary. They are very humble. They are very down to earth. They are very relaxed, and then they come up and talk to you. They come up and help you whenever you need help. They come up and share ideas, and they learn from us. They
Hmm.
also learn from
Hmm.
us. So
Correct.
it's very, very
Important to be humble.
humbling to say.
Yes.
They're also humans. They're also humans like us. They also have faults. They also have. They do. They also do mistakes. So that's what
Right.
I learned from.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So, KB, how do you keep yourself fit? Tell us a little bit about your routine. Do you run every single day? Somebody's asking, how do you run 10 kilometers daily? How do you do that?
No, no. I've been training. I mean, training is something I'm very addicted to. I mean,
Hmm.
if you could say, very addicted. I like taking care of my body because that is the only
Sure.
instrument we have. So, so I like taking care of my body, and I have my set of routine. I mean, every 4 weeks I keep changing my running, and then my
Okay.
strength sessions. I keep changing. I have my personal trainer. I keep changing. And to that question, weekly once I've been doing 10K runs for the last 4 weeks
Wow.
now. So weekly once I try to do that. I mean, it's just a personal thing because it'll help you in the longer format. I
Hmm.
mean, the mental space you will be there, and when you're nearing 6 7 years, you need to push your body so that you not giving
Correct.
up. You need to push your body. You need to break the timing uh, of what you have done before. So that's
Right.
one thing I've fixed. Yeah. I wouldn't advise people doing it every day. I mean,
Hmm. Hmm.
that's not key until if you are a marathon runner.
Sure. Yeah. Right. Before we actually wrap this up, KB, what is your take on this year's IPL? How do you look at the playoffs? Which team do you see winning this time?
Uh, I think this IPL is very competitive this year's IPL because of the neutral
Right.
rule. I think no teams have the home advantage.
Hmm.
I think it has made this IPL very very competitive. And then today is the last match of the league phase, and still two teams are fighting for a spot.
Right.
I think
Right.
that's amazing. I think that has never happened in any of the IPL,
Hmm.
and very competitive. And there are a lot of youngsters. They have done well this year.
Right. Right.
I think Rutraj has done well. Devdutt Padikkal, and then Rahul Tivatia, and all
Correct.
youngsters are coming up.
Correct.
I think that's very heartening to see. And I think a lot of players from Tamil Nadu also they're doing well. Natarajan and
Hmm.
very very impressive. CV Varun has
Yeah.
got the India call. I think I've seen his rise from the last 3 4 years. I've been with him, so
Okay.
it's very very impressive bowler, and very hard to pick him. I mean, still
Hmm.
it will take some time for batsman to uh, pick his mystery. I
Correct.
hope he does well. And my favorite team would be I can't give away CSK. Yeah, but I think
Correct.
Mumbai are playing really well this year.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. And who is somebody, that one cricketer who you always looked up to from the moment you started your career? Somebody you always wanted to be like or have learned from a lot. Who is your inspiration for cricket?
I think Sachin Paji. I mean, who else? I think I
Correct.
started playing cricket watching him. I mean, I told you before, Isuddin,
Right.
the Sharjah Cup was the turning point in almost everybody's career to become a
Correct.
cricketer, to become a batsman, copying him, copying his
Hmm.
batting stance, copying his mannerisms, so everything. So I think after that, uh, I think Dhoni was a very great impact in my life because I'm also coming from a small town called Walajapet.
Hmm.
So he gave me a lot of confidence that a guy from small town can also make a career here and go on to
Right.
play to the next level. So I think that gave me a lot of belief in myself. So Dhoni
Correct.
is one impact in my life.
Definitely, definitely. He's been a major inspiration to everybody who's come from a small town, from a modest background. And looking at
Yeah,
him, we all feel proud that he's taken the Indian cricket team to great heights, and to all the
absolutely.
cricketers as well. Lastly, any advice you would like to give for anybody who's starting out just as a young cricketer? Anything to keep in mind?
Uh, I would say I would say a couple of things. One would be just try to enjoy the game because
Hmm,
there's a l- there's a lot of things that you have to do well. You have to reach
correct.
there. You put a lot of pressure on yourself. All I would say is just try to enjoy the game. Just try to enjoy the game. That's
Hmm,
very important. And second thing is cultivate good habits. Cultivate good habits. I think one day at a time, if you can cultivate good habits, I think that will invariably make you to reach where you want to reach. So having a certain goal and then trying putting a lot of pressure on yourself, trying
correct.
to reach it always doesn't happen that way. You just have to enjoy the process. You just have to keep enjoying each and
Hmm,
every day's success, which will take you to where you want to reach. So
correct.
that's what I would.
Correct. We have just one last question. I think there's V Gopal 95 asking, please tell us about your experience with Kerala Ranji team. Anything you would like to mention in brief before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I mean, I played Ranji for Tamil Nadu, Assam, Kerala, Pondicherry. Again, this year I'm going to play for Tamil Nadu. I mean, all these teams, they are, especially Kerala, they have great talent. I mean,
Hmm.
Sanju and Sandeep Warrior and all these guys, all Basil Tambi, all these fast bowlers, they have a great talent. They have a great pool of talent now here. I think
Right.
when I played, we fortunately we qualified for the semi-finals one year and then quarterfinals one year.
Hmm.
And it's a great bunch. And Kerala is one state which will surprise you in the future. They have a great pool of players who
Right.
can do really well in the upcoming years. I had a great time. Dave Watmore was the coach, and we had a great time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, KB, I think I'm really grateful. Everybody at Dr. Vedya is really grateful for you to take out the time to do this interview,
Thank
do this session with us. I think it was really valuable for anybody who's been watching and for me as well. I take a lot, I learn a lot. Thank you for joining and doing this with us. We wish you all the best for all your future endeavors, and we look forward to doing this again with you sometime.
thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Hi guys, my name is Arjun Vedya and I'm the CEO of Dr. Vedya's. I hope you like what you heard. If you want more content on health and Ayurveda in the 21st century, please click the subscribe icon. We've got a lot more coming for you.